Good morning, afternoon, evening, guys. We're back into the random tier list. A few months ago, I made a tier list about state flags, and in that video, I made an absolute fool of myself. Now, that isn't the problem because that's not unusual, but what was the problem in that video is that Mississippi had the incorrect flag because recently Mississippi has changed their old and, in my honest opinion, outdated flag. And these were the options that they had when they picked their new flag. Now, I will tell you at the end which one they went with if you do not already know. But we're going to go ahead and rank these. These were all of the final contenders for the new Mississippi state flag. We're going to go ahead and rank them. Getting started here, we have S through D tier. I don't think any of these are really F. Starting with this blue one, I think it's pretty C tier. You'll notice some similarities between all these flags. They all say "In God We Trust," which is a very common motto in the United States. It may be Mississippi's official state motto, but even if not, it's a very common thing to say in the United States on flags and whatnot. So "In God We Trust," we also have the stars going around, and there is always, well, this one doesn't, but almost all of them also have the state flower on the picture. So we do see a lot of similarities between these. I'd say this one's C tier. I talked in my state flag video about how a lot of flags have red, white, and blue, which I understand because that's the American colors. But just throwing blue and white on a flag, I don't think looks very good, even with the little splash of yellow there. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in C tier. This one I like, and what we have here is, now I haven't done research here, I assume this is meant to be the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River, a very important water line in the South, both for transport and as a geographic barrier between Mississippi and, Louisiana, Arkansas? Is that what's on the other side? Somebody let me know. Is it? Yeah, Louisiana's over there, I think. Or maybe... Okay, we're not going to keep thinking about this. I like this flag. I do like that kind of difference there. It's very simple, but it is a good look. And I like how they use the red, white, and blue. They use a darker blue, which looks good. They still have the state flag the state flower on there, the motto and everything in the corner. They have some green on that as well. I like this flag. I think this is an A-tier flag. This flag is, in my opinion, better than the blue one, just because green is a color we don't see that often. And we do see some green in some of these other designs for Mississippi as well, so I definitely don't mind that. But I'm going to go ahead and put this in C as well. It is the exact same flag, just a different color. This is a better take on the flag. This is one of my more favorite designs, I'd say. The green and the white flower. Let's look that up. What is the flower of Mississippi? Apologies in advance for the loud keyboard in 3, 2, 1. Nope, I looked up state flag. I meant state flower. What is a state flower? It's a magnolia. Wow, that's a common flower. But I guess I didn't know. So, yeah, it's a magnolia. So we have the magnolia in the middle there. "In God We Trust." And that's all in gold as well. So I think this is a pretty good flag. This flag, very similar to this one. I actually am not a fan of how dark of a blue they use here. I think the green looks better. But the red and blue looks good. It is a above average flag, I'd say, compared to the other ones on this list. So I'd put this B tier. This flag I like. I'd put this in A tier. This shows the famous side of Mississippi, what its geographical border looks like. And then you have the same red, white, and blue kind of color scheme that this previous one had. I think this one would look a lot better with a different flower. I really think that's what's holding this flag back. And it's also a very, very bright red. It's the brightest red that we see on here, which isn't necessarily a problem, but something to take into account. This flag right here, I'm going to go ahead and say C tier. We do have the "In God We Trust." We have the shape of Mississippi there. Yes, Louisiana is next to Mississippi. I can see it. Okay, I said I wouldn't talk about them. All right, Mississippi. "In God We Trust." We can see that, the blue border. I just don't think this flag is that great. This one is entirely too simple. I'm going to put this one all the way down into D tier. And that leaves us with this flag right here, which I'd say is also an A tier flag. So I don't think any of these are necessarily S tier flag designs. If I were to rank these ones in the A tier, I actually would rank them in this order. I think these are the two best, and these two are A tier. Now the one, in case you don't know, that is the new Mississippi state flag is this one right here, the very last one that I ranked. So that one won, which is good. It's a good looking flag. It's the gold, I think, really adds a lot to this, and the better drawn flower than this one I think also looks very good. So I'd say, I'm happy with that. 3 flags were kind of better than in my opinion, but not by much. So this is the official state flag. This is how I would rank all of the finalists for the Mississippi state flag. Let me know in the comments section, how did I do? Did I pick the right flag? Did I insult you somehow without meaning to? Let me know what you think. Let me know what other tier lists I should do. And if you like tier lists and random stuff like that, a subscription would really help out the channel. But either way, guys, if you've gotten to this point in the video, really appreciate you watching. And thank you for watching. Almost messed up my outro there. Wait, I think I'm messing up more by talking. Thank you for watching. See ya.